Good afternoon and welcome to Midday Prayer Experience. Trust that you're all doing well and that you're all having a good day. This afternoon the focus will be on our parents, our teachers and our students, but a little bit more specific, we want to look at the child first school. Proverbs chapter 22 verse 6 says, "Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old he will not depart from it." The book Counsels to Parents, Teachers and Students, written by Ellen G. White, has this to say: "In his wisdom the Lord has decreed that the family shall be the greatest of all educational agencies. It is the home that education of the child is to begin. Here is the first school." This afternoon we want to remind parents, we want to remind guardians that the home is the first school for your child, the first school for your children. The lessons that are to guide our children throughout life, lessons of respect, obedience, reverence, self-control. The educational influences of the home are a decided power for good or for evil. In other words, parents, based on what the message of the Lord is saying, the whole matter of respect, obedience, reverence and self-control must be instilled, must be inculcated within the life experience of the child at home. I want to suggest that whenever I see a respectful, obedient child, a child who is able to control self, I am convinced that that child is coming from a home where they are godly parents, where they have been properly instructed. Sister White says that the first instructors are the parents, and I say amen. I must also just share with you that in training of a child, there's something that must be evident. The child must be exposed to the family altar. She continues to share in her book, Counsels to Parents, Teachers and Students, page 81. In every Christian home, God should be honored by the morning and evening sacrifices of prayer and praise. May I suggest that if we introduce in our homes family worship, morning and evening worship, if we invite our children to be a part of this worship experience, that our young people, whenever they come to church, whenever they gather for worship experience elsewhere, they will know how to conduct themselves, because they would have been exposed to what it means to worship God, what it means to fear God, what it means to reverend God in their homes. So not only should they be exposed to the family altar, but they should also be exposed to home discipline. She continues to say the children are to be taught and that their capabilities were given to them for the honor and glory of God. You know, it's amazing that we live in a society where there are some parents who treat their little children like gods. Perhaps they are very beautiful, but they must also remind their children that their beauty comes from God. They must also remind their children that all the gifts, their talents, all the many skills that they possess come from the hands of God. Hence, they ought to use all that God would have blessed them with to glorify His name. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he's old he will not depart from it. There are 3 M's that I would want to just leave with you quickly. Manage. In other words, parents, in training up, you must be able to manage your household, manage your children. You must be able to manage well. By managing, I mean that you must be able to supervise them in terms of their work, in terms of their schedule. Make sure that you're present. You know what they're doing when no one else is paying attention to them. So you manage them. Make sure that you have an understanding as to what their daily schedule is like. Then number 2, you need to model. In training up your child, you need to model that which you want for them to be, that which you desire them to be. You must model, you must showcase that before their very eyes. In other words, they must see that which you want them to be in you. So you need to model. mentor them, and finally leave good memories. The day will come when parents will not be around. They will not be there to instruct, they will not be there to guide. But if you leave good memories with them, they will remember the good times that they would have had with you. They will remember some of the positive instructions that you gave. They will remember some of the wonderful and positive counsel that you would have given. Leave good memories so that when they get old, they will be able to live a fruitful and effective life. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. Have yourself a good afternoon.